Tina. June, how you doing? What? What are you doing? No. My goodness. Whew. Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. It's cold. 2 days of 70-degree weather, and took advantage of it, made the most of it. Got a bunch done on the fence up front. If you're following on social media, you can go look at that. But, thank you, cowboy. But today it's 40 degrees, and it's only gonna get cooler, and it's gonna rain for 3 days straight, which really stinks because I have the pond down quite a bit. What I've noticed about the pond is it actually fills towards the front. So what I'm draining has kind of become its own little pond, if you will. I'll have to show you when we go down there, but it's super windy if I step out here. Okay, it's not that windy right here, but it is, trust me. So anyway, let's get these guys some cubes. I noticed Dusty over there at Cross Timbers Bison the other day. Had to go buy some cubes, and I'm with you, man. I'm tired of buying feed. I'm ready for everybody to eat grass. But not that you don't use cubes in the summer. You still use them to keep your animals honest and keep them coming to you. But I did not have to buy a ton because I don't have 40 or 50 bison. But I did buy half a ton. So we've got plenty. Well, let's get everybody fed. Super cool putting the feed back there, isn't it? Keeps it safe and dry and safe from this guy. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? Huh? Morning, Miss June. Woo! So what I've been doing is about a third of a bag. Let's do this safely. June, you gotta back up, lady. You gotta back up. You're the big girl. Where are you gonna go? Which way are you going? Okay, well that's like a third of a bag. Thanks, Bruce. That was way more food than they need. Way more cubes, but that's okay. They'll eat less hay today. Man, it's windy and cold. Go away. Woo! Super nice having this feed in here. So, our neighbors actually too, they've got a container. And she was telling me that she's got metal shelving in hers. So, we might try and figure something out like that. And then we have an update on the other container I need to tell you guys about. But it's good news. It may not be coming. Not soon, not at all. So yeah, that's how fast things change around here. I'm tempted now. I'm like, man, do I go start pumping water out or do I just let it be? But my philosophy all along with pumping water out of the pond was just keep it going even though there's rain coming. Keep pumping it out because you got to pump it out eventually. That's how it goes. As for the concrete box and the what do you call it? Concrete box and the culvert, or the double wall pipe, basically the drain system for the pond that we ordered. We're still waiting on it, but they told me it would be 3 or 4 weeks, and that was only 2 weeks ago, so I'm not too worried. Bruce goes in there and starts sniffing around. He finds those cubes. He'll tell his buddies, and then there'll be a big old mess. Woo! Still no calf yet. Here, let me spin around. You can see how big the bag's getting. So it's bigger today than it has been. Pretty good size, but remember Kylie and Aaron were telling us that that'll be like the size of a basketball, and it's nowhere near that yet. So, all right, let's go. The alpacas have grain. They just want the cubes. They think there's something special about the cubes. I don't know, but they can't chew them, and that's okay because. Hang on. That's okay that they don't eat the cubes because those are 20% cubes. They don't need that. The new windshield has not made it yet. But that's all right, it's on its way. It's probably ripping up here. I don't know, we'll see in editing. No, it definitely is, I can hear it. But if I squat down, I think I can hide. You see how low this water's getting? This is a good thing. This is what we want. It's still too soft for me to just take out across here with my tractor. But if we keep the water down, it will dry out quicker. But yes, the idea is to get this low enough. Like if you see, that's only like a foot deep right there. The idea is to get all this low enough that I can drive out here with my tractor and just shove that dirt into that hole and spread this out. So anyway, it's a work in progress, but it's progress. Funny enough too, well, not funny enough, I don't know where that came from. If I need to, we have a new guy with an excavator that can come out and he can make short work of this. But nonetheless, he still said, please drain the pond for his safety, our safety, you know, making sure what's down here, what's under here, that kind of thing. So either way, it's got to be drained. It's totally okay. I did see some fish in it because we've got it down that low that they're having to swim back around. Because if you didn't know, it's deeper over there. We may actually hit a point where there's no water here, but we have water over there, which is totally okay because that side's done. But let's get this pump started. While this might seem like a moot point, it's got to be done, whether we drain it all and it rains or whether we don't. Like we still got to drain it. Plus, I just want to clean this up too. Like this is all normally underwater. I didn't know this was here. I'd rather it be smoothed out. And then we can fix this where we cut a hole. But I will say, if that box and that conduit pipe were done, this would be the perfect spot to sit it. So I may reach out to them today and just see if it's potentially getting close to being done. But if they don't bring it today, it's going to be next week for sure. So that's enough to get that going. Brr. Well, let me go show you what I did up top. We got to do, because whether Ben does it or we do it, with the barbed wire fence that's out there, you can't really work the ditch and get it ready with that barbed wire fence in the way. So that's why I started setting posts yesterday for the other side of the fence, and I got them all set except for two, but we're gonna go up there and finish those right now, and I'll show you why I didn't do those two. Anyway, we'll stop off and see how many eggs we got. And if you're concerned that the alpacas don't have anything to eat, we got a ton of green grass, like quite a bit. This is the seed I threw back in October coming up. So pretty slick. But yeah, the cubes and the treats and all that, once we get grass, that's just what they are. The cubes are just a snack, just to keep them honest. So and remember, since the Burger Bros left and Tessie left, we really only have two full-size animals, June and Tipsy. The rest of them, they're under 300 or 400 pounds. So even though there's four of them, but yeah, plenty of grass, good grass coming up. Very thankful and excited about that. Oh man, those are pretty. Man, I like this one. That's my favorite. It's a darker green than it looks like on camera, but very pretty. Oh, hey, y'all hungry? Ain't that pretty dark green one? It never fails. Every time I feed those birds eggs, their own eggs, somebody finds our videos for the first time ever, and they're like, those chickens are gonna start being egg eaters. Guys, I can't stress enough, I have never had a chicken eat an egg without me throwing it on the ground and breaking it first. It's never happened. I don't find them pecked, I don't find them with holes in them, nothing. I don't know if it's because they know that they're gonna get one or two for food, so there's like no urge to eat their own unless I give it to them, or I don't know, but they don't. They've never broken eggs. Otherwise, I mean, I do this every day. I've been doing it for almost 10 years, but maybe some birds are more prone to it. Don't know. Look out, Ninja. All right, there we go. Straight as a board. Yeah, I'm gonna squat down here so you guys don't have to deal with the wind. So one thing I should mention, there's already a half a bag of concrete in here, which makes 90 pounds of concrete. And then I left these 2 posts out because we were gonna bring the second container in right here. Your update on the container, we're not gonna do the second container. We just don't think it fits with what we're after. And things change and things happen quickly. There was no issue with the company getting the second one. There was no problem getting our money back, no problem canceling. People do it all the time, they change their minds. But when we ordered it, it was like, yeah, let's do this. We want to do it because we got a bid on a shop, and a shop was X amount of dollars. And then we got a bid on a pole barn and different type of shop or Versatube. And it was all this money. And in the end, we thought, as husband and wife, Ray and I, lay down in bed at night and talk about what's going on. And yes, that's when we talk, because if you try and talk when all 3 boys are awake, all you really get is, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Morning. Everybody's eating. They've all pooped and peed. Anyway, but yeah, laying down talking with Ray, it was like, man, I don't know that it was necessarily the price of the shop or the Versatube or the pole barn. It was more just not wanting to let go of that money again. Okay, so what I mean by that is we were going to put money into this cabin and make it livable. We were going to get 2 containers and make half of one livable and all that. That all takes money. But the real thing we want to put our focus on and our money on is the house. And last night we went to bed and we prayed about it. I'm just shooting you guys straight. And there was a couple delays because of weather, not the company. I still highly recommend calling the number I'm going to put down below and asking for Keisha. Prayed about it and I was like, man, God, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And sometimes the best move is no move. But I was like, show me something. If something is supposed to go a different way, let me see it. And I just go to bed. That's how I've lived my whole life, man. And obedience through suffering is a real thing, okay? I've jumped the gun before. I've gotten ahead of God. Don't do that. It's not a good spot to be. Things won't go right, okay? He'll help you out, but he's gonna let you feel it, okay? Got it? We're on the same page? All right. Woke up this morning and there was one bid, one contractor that came out that I was really excited to work with. and I couldn't get him to call me back. Now I know he's very busy. He doesn't even know about YouTube yet, but he's building like a 4,500 square foot house down on the lake about an hour from us, and he's just really busy. But I knew through talking to this guy and how I've grown up around my mom and dad being the contractors for their own houses, I knew I wanted to hear from this guy. And it finally reached a point where I was like, all right, he's too busy. It's just not in the cards. It's not who we're supposed to go with. But then I prayed last night and I woke up this morning, and I kid you not, within 45 minutes of being awake, I get a bid. And not only is it an amazing bid, and I don't mind saying this because he's not going to see it on this video, but it's a bid for half of what we were originally quoted. Now remember, we got a concrete bid which was double what it should have been. I mean, astronomical. It was not that this guy is going to do half the work, or it's not going to look half as good. That bid was way too high, and we knew it. Then this one we really wanted to work with landed in our laps this morning. Answered a prayer. So immediately got on the horn, canceled the container, called my accountant, my mom, said, here's what I'm doing. She said, I think that's a great idea. So that's where we're at, all right? Ray and I are on the same page. She already knows. She's excited there won't be another big sea box sitting in her view. I think what we're gonna do with this container, again, sorry for the view, I'm trying to hide from the wind. I'm gonna leave it running this way, and we're just gonna build a lean-to off the front of it, which makes sense because from Brandon Overman, where we get our metal, I've already got 18-foot sheets of really pretty brand new black metal, ready to go for a lean-to, which we're just going to put right on this container now and aim it this way. We can still put a gable on it. We can do a lot of things. So I'm super excited. That way we'll still have dry storage with this one container. And yes, the plan is to be able to build the roof tall enough to drive the tractor under there, even if I get a bigger tractor someday. Yes, that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. We just need the roof to be tall enough to get the grain bin underneath and the tractor, and that's it. So only like 9 feet. That's really nothing, but we do have a canopy coming for the tractor, which I think makes it 9 foot on the nose. So we'll probably just go for 10-foot walls or 10-foot legs, whatever you're going to call it. Anyway, yeah, how do the posts look? Pretty good, right? I told you I was hiding from the wind. Now you see why. Let's go. Let me see, what do I need to do? We need 2x4s for each one of these posts, and there's 100. Let's see, what's that? Oh, got it. There we go. That's better. Blowing in rain. It's supposed to be here at like, it's 10 o'clock now. It's supposed to be here at 1. All the posts are finished up front. And the reason I hustled through this yesterday was, even in the rain, I can put our runners on our posts and our cattle panels. So that's what I need to do, is count up how many 2x4x16s I've got, and then count how many cattle panels I need, because I am out. I think I've got like 5. And yeah, but I like it. Let me do some numbers, count a little bit, and then we need to go see somebody that, I think they're gonna do me a solid on the tractor. I'm just gonna show up with it and see if he'll take care of it. Should go well. Stay tuned. Hi, Bunny. All right, she's strapped down. Before you say anything about these straps, they're strong enough, okay? I looked it up, June. They're strong enough. You give it the seal of approval? Blink once if you approve. Atta girl. All right, so get down. Go on, get down. My goodness. These straps are plenty strong enough. They're from our friends at Rhino USA. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They're rated just as high as the chains I've got right here. I just don't want to mess with the chains. Plus, the chains, I need to do a little bit of welding. There's not a great spot to attach the chains unless I weld some on. And I'm getting some tips on that. We've also got a welder coming to look at a holding pin, and we got a welder building us a gate. So yeah, I say all that to say, don't judge these straps. They're plenty strong enough. I'll link them down below and prove you wrong. Oh, Chad, you gotta get changed. No, I don't, and I'm not. I'm hauling it just like this, okay? We got a road trip ahead of us, but I'm trying to beat the rain, and I may have to hose that off. So let's get moving. Wait, pretty sure the key's in the ignition, and it would not be when I made it to the destination. That'd be bad. That'd be really bad. It's not the first time I've chained something down incorrectly, okay? We'll be fine.
Hey, thanks for my new tractor.
Yeah, no problem.
You knew that, you know, Kyle and Shannon have mine, so I thought, man, this is nice. What are you going to do? You going to get you a new one?
Yeah. Can I borrow your credit card?
We'll just go get that. Go get the 55 horse. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's the old saying? I'd take his used one. You get you a new one, something like that. I wish you had a new one and I had this one. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Man, that thing is.
It's big, isn't it?
I know. It looks like a tank compared to that thing I've got. That's incredible. Well, the lifting capacity is on the
about 3,000. So
4 times more.
Yeah.
Than what mine is. But what am I doing?
You're doing the 50-hour service on it, and anything else you want to clean.
Well, I saw the other day you buried it.
I buried it to the frame. I had to make sure it was really 4-wheel drive.
Holy cow!
Hey, that's Oklahoma dirt now.
Oh my! Well, man, I don't think I'm not sure.
Well, that's probably the.
I'm sorry.
That's the valve
There's
stem.
metal under there. That's
yeah.
Oh man!
If you get mud on your valve stems, it protects them.
Well, hey, listen, I want to make sure. Grandma,
Blake Shelton wrote a song about this red dirt.
Oh,
and
that's right.
The red dirt roads.
Red dirt road. That's Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn.
Now, is Grandma going to see this video?
Yeah, tonight.
Okay, well, hang on. Ask her. I want her to know. I want to ask her. Do I look good on this?
Does that make my butt look big?
Does this tractor make my butt look big, honey? Wow. Yep. Look, I mean, I got this. I like this room, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Oh.
Here, you can do it.
There's too many. I ain't backing it down.
You want me to do it?
Well,
why can't you do it?
I don't want to turn it over.
You're not gonna turn it over. All the weight's here.
I can't even start it.
Well, the key's on the right.
Oh.
And just turn it one click. Wait for your glow plug
to. Up a little bit.
Yeah, I ran it this morning.
Okay.
Just wait a second for that orange curly cue to go away.
Is this gone?
All right, turn it over. Yep. Probably.
It is. I wonder if that fit in my garage. Yeah, well, we're going to find out. That is beautiful. Yeah, I did not want to do this. Sliding. Lifts your truck up. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, and then that part comes up. Got it. Wow, that's a beast. How much that thing weigh?
This?
Yeah, how much that weigh?
Just under 5.
About 5. Okay, 2 ton, almost 3.
Probably broke my ramps.
Woo, yeah. Those ramps are. Yeah, they.
I ordered, for the people watching at home, I have heavy-duty ramps on order.
You got them on order, don't you?
These are not made for that.
Yeah.
And the guy before me had a tractor the same size, the guy that owned the trailer before me, and he didn't even use the ramps. He just drove up on the dovetail, but I ain't trying to prove anything.
I hear you. Yeah,
I'm sure there's guys out there that do it, but it's not my
Not
style.
worth it. Me either. I don't blame you. Not worth it. Man, look at that thing. That's a beaut. That's so quiet.
You can,
Yeah, you can speed it up. Yeah, your RPMs.
I run it right about there. What's that?
220, 15.
15, 16. But this regens, as you know, there's no depth,
Okay.
but it regens.
Oh,
Because I run it higher, which a lot of guys will say, you know, oh, you shouldn't have run it that high all the time, but because I run it higher, because it's my first tractor, I don't know any different.
Right.
It's only regen twice.
but it's burning all the exhaust, all the stuff it builds up on the inside.
Because I run it hotter anyway,
Got it.
never really has buildup.
Got it. Right.
But you'll know when it does. There's a symbol that comes on, looks like that.
Now, oh, okay. Oh, that does? Okay.
There's a light that looks just like that. It'll come on up here,
Okay.
and you can even run it while it's regen.
A lot faster than mine.
Like I ran the
I think.
PTO, the PTO yesterday. It was muddy,
Okay.
and I was digging holes for my fence,
Okay.
and I ran it at almost 2,500 because if I didn't, the the auger got stuck in the mud.
Right.
It's in neutral. That's your, see your end? That's your bucket. This your shifter.
Oh, here it
But you got to release the brake. So press real hard. There you go.
It's in neutral, so if
Yep.
would you go medium, would you go high?
Well,
High,
that's hot. Right.
Is that down here on me that goes backwards?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Now my neighbor thinks I got a new tractor.
Well, now you have to get one.
I got to get one now. He's going to get a new tractor. Well, that thing's fast.
Yeah. Now, the only thing you don't have is no rear ballast. There's no weight back here other than the tires.
Right.
So, like, you have to be really careful. I mean, that pile of lumber right there, that's nothing. You can do anything you want with that.
I'm going to try something.
Go tip it. You can do whatever.
Four-wheel drive. How often do you put it in four-wheel drive?
Because the property's so muddy, quite a bit. Yeah.
That thing just tears it up.
It's so heavy.
It doesn't even blink.
All right, that was a quick trip to Grandpa Adler's. If you guys don't know, my dad, I'm gonna put those up. I'm gonna wait till we're done filming. If you guys don't know, my dad and my brother-in-law have a channel. My dad and my brother-in-law. My dad and my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law Shannon, they have channels. And of course, you can see Grandma on there too. It's always talked about. It's always linked down below. But Dad, super thanks to him, man. He's gonna do the service work on that tractor. Rain is coming big time, and it's gonna be here for like 2 or 3 days. Guys, I don't know what to tell you about the container and the container project other than the truth, which is what I always keep just straightforward here. I don't mislead, I don't hide things, I don't whatever. We purchased another container. We prayed really hard last night. God said, you better hang on to some of that moolah, because here's what I got in store. And a guy we were truly waiting on to give us a bid has today sent me multiple text messages, great communication. So we put a halt on this container. I already did it. You should absolutely still reach out to Keisha at the number down below, tell her we sent you, and get a shipping container. The nice thing is, since we're not doing the dual, I've got some real pretty posts way over there, and some more, and some 18-foot black sheet metal, real pretty stuff. And all we're gonna do is just get this to, you guys hear that? Not Bruce, I know you're gonna hear Bruce. But we're gonna get this sheet metal. I think we're just gonna turn this a little bit that way. It's messing with my, I don't have OCD or ADHD, but it's messing with me a little bit. It just needs to be shoved about 2 feet that way.
on this end, and then I'll feel good about it. Then we can put a lean-to off the front where we can park the tractor and things like that. We can enclose it if we want. Yes, Bruce. Everyone hears you. Then we can close off the front. We can park our machines underneath that because they just really need to be out of the elements. They don't need to be, you know, in a weather-tight. They don't need to be in a weather-tight container. Is it even louder in here when Bruce is, Come here, buddy. Hey, don't say I never gave you anything. Come here. Come here. Did you see that whole cube? Oh my goodness, dude. That's it for today, guys. I wish I could give you more info on what we're gonna do and whatnot, but literally Ray and I had, this is just how God works. Sometimes you have a plan, sometimes God says, yeah, that's not my plan, sit tight. Okay, that's how it works. It's how it's been my whole life. And I think that's why you guys are here. My channel is, I keep it as real and as current as possible. It is literally 2:30 the day you guys are watching this, okay? I haven't even had a chance to tell Ray that I officially got the container canceled, okay? So, gonna go home, enjoy some family time. I gotta pick up the boys from school. So you know what's really cool when you have a container? I got a tin roof. Can you guys hear that? Man, how cool is that? We do have an appointment to get Bruce's horn fixed. We also have a farrier appointment for the donkeys and the goats for that matter, and the alpacas. And we have an appointment for shearing services for the alpacas. I'm gonna get out of here before it really starts pouring and get everything picked up and buttoned up. But man, God bless you guys. Y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces. See you guys. Such a stinker.